guys, I'm Captain Gully of the Happy Pirates. Welcome back to another episode of Arts and Crafts, or Crafting with the Captain. Today, Gully and I have a treasure of a craft for you guys. That's right, we're going to build a treasure chest. Every respectable pirate needs a chest to put all of their gold doubloons and candy and donuts and popcorn in to keep it safe. So, I want to show you a couple different ways we can make a treasure chest today. The first thing we're going to need is the base, or what is it that we're going to make the treasure chest out of. This, a shoebox, is the perfect size for a smaller one, or you can get a bigger box or a bigger shoebox. So we're going to take a look at something we can do with this. And then one of my favorite things to use, these plastic or cardboard strawberry boxes. We eat a lot of strawberries on the boat. So we can use strawberry boxes or raspberry or blueberry boxes. Any of these are going to work great. So what we're going to look at is how we can decorate each of these to look like a really, really cool treasure chest. So we're going to start with this one first. So a couple things you can do. The easy thing you could do is grab some paint and just start painting over it with whatever colors you want to do, whether it happens to be brown and maybe some gold accents, and you can glue some rhinestones and gems on it, put some glitter on it, put your name on it. So that's one idea. Another thing you can do is wrap it in shopping bag. So this is just a grocery bag we got from the last time we went to the grocery store to buy supplies for the ship. So let me show you what you can do with this. And this is something you might need a parent pirate helper, because we're going to be using some scissors on this one. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can wrap just the lid, but it's going to be the same idea to wrap the base as well. So I just got a shopping bag and I cut it open. This one didn't happen to have any markings on it, but if it does from the store, you can always use that on the inside. And for the lid, I cut out a square, a rectangle that's a little bit larger than the lid itself, because we're going to be folding these up and over. So once you've got that cut out, then fold up the sides like this so it matches the bottom, and then crease those really good. And then we're going to do the same thing with the short sides. Fold those up right there, and then crease those really good. Then, when you're done with that, you're going to see there's a little square on each of the corners that you can cut out. And again, if you're not comfortable with scissors, get your pirate parent helper to help with this one. And I'm just going to cut out all four of those little squares on each of the four corners. And it's going to make the next part easier as we start to wrap our treasure chest. So once I've got all four corners cut out, then you're going to need either some glue or some tape. You can put some glue on here, just some white glue or some paper glue, or you can use tape rolls. Put a bunch of tape rolls on it, and then you're going to center this right on here and stick that right to the paper that came off the paper bag. Then you're going to fold one of the ends up and over, and either put a little bit of glue here, or we can tape the edges down. The glue would look nicer because it doesn't show, but the tape is going to be quicker for the video. And we're going to do that for all four sides. So I'm going to fold that over and either put a little bit of glue on there, or I can tape that. And then we'll do these sides. I'm going to put two pieces of tape on this one. And then the same thing on this side. Fold it over. like this. And there we go. Our lid is entirely decorated. And we would use the same idea to decorate this with just a much, much bigger piece of paper. And then this will fit right on top, just like this. And then when you're done, if you want, you can take some gold or some brown and you can paint this. You can put like the gold straps on, like you kind of see these straps that are along here. You can also take either some brown paint or you can take a pencil and you can draw the slats, the lines that would be on it. And wood is not always straight, so these lines do not have to be straight. Like that. And if you want to make it so that it's hinged like a typical pirate chest is, then again, get some pirate parrot helpers to just snip the back corners here and here so that this will open up like that, just on the one side. And then once everything is decorated, this end could be glued down. I'm just going to use tape. The end that you cut open can glue down to your treasure chest base, and then it will hinge open just like a treasure chest. And then you can get fancy and draw a little keyhole lock here. Like that. Decorate it, put a bunch of gems on it, and that would be awesome. So that's one treasure chest. You can cover it with paper or you can paint it. The other thing you can do, which is going to work on a cardboard box or on the plastic box, is there's two different ways that you can cover it. One is really, really easy and takes a little bit of time. We're going to use masking tape. So I'm going to rip the masking tape into pieces and just cover the entire outside of it and then paint it brown. So that is going to look something like this. This is something I learned when I was a little tiny pirate. I'm just going to rip them into pieces like this and tape them all over in all different directions like that. And you're just going to cover the entire thing. And you can do them in small pieces like this, or since a lot of pirate chests are made from long slats of wood, you could take long pieces of tape. You might need help on this one. And do long strips of tape across like that, where each strip of tape would be like a piece of wood. And just stick that right on there. And squish it all down. Like that. And then once it's entirely covered, you can get a little bit of brown paint. And make sure you're not wearing your best pirate outfit for this part. You can then paint over the tape. And for this, I'm not going to get a really, really strong coating on it. I'm going to actually leave it with those little stripes in there, and that's going to look kind of like wood grain. You can go straight or you can do kind of like this, and it'll give it a definite wood grain look. Then, the hard part, you just got to let it dry. So that's one technique, whether you're using small pieces of masking tape or big long pieces, and then paint it. And when you're done, you can put some gold paint or glue some gems on it. The other method is a little bit messier, but a lot of fun and really cool looking when it's done. So this is called decoupage. So what I did was I took my shopping bag and ripped it up into small pieces like this. And using just white glue that I watered down with a little bit of water and a paintbrush, I painted that glue stuff onto the lid and onto any part of it. And then you grab one of your ripped pieces of cardboard and you paint it on like that. So that's going to look like this. And I'm going to do this on the lid so you can see it. So I've just got a little bit of glue that I watered down with water. And my paintbrush. Make sure you cover the deck of your ship with some drop cloths before you do this. And I'm just going to paint that watered down glue on here. There's also a product you can get called Mod Podge. So just get that on there. And the wetter it is, the better it seems to work. Then take one of your pieces of paper, slap that on there, and then paint over it. And that will make it stick down. And get that in place. Then get some more glue on there, grab another piece, and stick it on. And I tend to overlap them a little bit. And I'm just using a paintbrush. You can also use your fingers. Told you it could be messy. And you would use this and cover the entire thing with these little pieces. And when you're done, again, the hardest part is waiting. But when it's done, it looks like this. This isn't even painted. This is just the glue and water and the paper bag. And then when you're done, you can, again, get some gold paint, put the straps on it, glue some gems and some glitter. You can even put a lock on it. When you're done, you have your treasure chest ready to hold all of your best treasures. So whether you're using one of these, which is great because you're recycling, or you're using a box, which is also recycling, you're going to end up with a bunch of really, really awesome treasure chests. Whether you want something small, or you can get a bigger box and cover it, this is what it's going to look like. All right, when you're done, I would love to see what you guys create. So find us on Facebook, go to happypirates.com, and take pictures or videos of your awesome looking treasure chests and show us what you got, so we can see the amazing treasure chests that are popping up all over the world. All right? So then you're gonna have to find another video we create where we make gold doubloons to fill up our treasure chest. All right? So post the picture so we can see what you've got, and we will see you in the next episode of Arts and Crafts. Ahoy!